Hello, I'm Mike, and this is Will. We are the Tabletop Donkeys.
Hello.
We're bringing you issue 29 of Warhammer 40k Conquest today. As always, if you want to skip straight to the battle report, there's a timestamp down in the description. But in this issue, we got another sprue from Dark Imperium with a whole gaggle of Space Marine officers. So we have a captain in Gravis Armour, an Intercessor Sergeant, a Hellblaster Sergeant, and an Inceptor Sergeant. So heading into the issue, have some background on Space Marine captains, what their battlefield role is, that sort of thing. And the sort of heraldry, captains are allowed to have their own heraldry, as you can see here, in their equipment, and a nice bit of artwork from the Space Marine video game, and some artwork there of all the various loyalist chapters, or most of them anyway, and some background on the Space Marines at war in the earlier stages of the Imperium. And here we have the order of battle for the Ultramarines 2nd Company, which is actually the colour scheme that the magazine has been telling us to paint them in. I think this is repeated from the Space Marines Codex anyway. And here we have some fiction about the Ultramarines fighting the Death Guard. Yeah, and a captain taking centre stage. More demons of Nurgle. We got Plague Bearers this time. Well, what are they?
Yeah, they're kind of foot soldiers, basically.
Yeah. Your standard line infantry of the demon hordes. And here we have our build guides for the Space Marine officers. So because they're Dark Imperium models, they're not quite easy to build, so you will need glue, but they're not really not very posable, so it's quite easy to put them together. And painting them, once again, standard Ultramarines colour, although the captain has a cloak that you need to paint the inside of. So it'd be probably easier to paint the inside of the cloak perhaps when he's not glued to the base. Not too hard. And the same with the Inceptor Sergeant. It's probably easier to paint him before you glue him to the flight stand. But otherwise the painting's pretty much the same as we've seen for every Ultramarines thus far. But we'll head straight into this mission. Only one mission this week, so we'll head into it now.
And here we are with this issue's mission, and as you can see, we have a little bit of background here, which is Asheran arrives. Now, Asheran is the captain of the Ultramarine 2nd Company, which is how they've been asking you to paint your Space Marines with this gold shoulder pad. That's 2nd Company, according to the Codex, and there he is, the captain himself. So he has finally decided to turn up. I'm assuming he wasn't just sitting on the spaceship doing nothing for the last sort of 6 months or so, and that presumably this was a sub-strike force of the company led by Calcius that Captain has now come to reinforce them. We're going to assume that's the case, and then he's not just been being lazy. But the Death Guard have seen him coming, and so Lord Felthius has decided to try and eliminate him. Hence the title of our mission, Eliminate Asheran. And it's fairly straightforward. We've got deployment zones, as you see here, Space Marines in one corner, Death Guard in the other. The Death Guard deploy first, Space Marines deploy their force second, and then the Death Guard go first. And then the victory conditions are also very straightforward. 3 victory points for eliminating Captain Asheran, the new captain in Gravis Armour. 3 for eliminating Lord Felthius on the Space Marine side, and then 1 victory point for every other unit killed. That'd be 5 battle rounds. Then obviously we have our profile for our new captain in Gravis Armour. And he's going to be quite hard to get rid of, in fact, because being in Gravis Armour, it means he has toughness 5, like the aggressors and the inceptors, but he has 6 wounds, so he's going to be quite hard to get through, and more importantly, he has an Iron Halo, which, as you see here, gives him a 4+ invulnerable save. So he's the first Space Marine unit to get an invulnerable save. It means he can actually tank some hits from some of the Death Guard's nastier weapons, potentially. And then the other important rule that he has as a captain is that he allows friendly, Ultramarines units here, but Silver Templars units in our case, can reroll failed hit rolls of 1 when they're within 6 inches. So, and then also we've got our 3 sergeants, of course, but they're just essentially members of their unit with an extra attack in the case of the Hellblasters and the Inceptors. So we have a look at the armies for our mission, and then we'll get on to the game. So our Space Marine army is, of course, led by the new Captain Gravis Armour here at the front, and he's ably assisted by Lieutenant Calcius. Then we've got 2 squads of 3 intercessors with our new sergeant over here, who goes with these 2 chaps. And then likewise, the Inceptor finally has a sergeant, so there's now 2 of them at last, and the Hellblasters have a sergeant, so we've got 3 Hellblasters, 2 Inceptors, and 6 intercessors. And we have our Death Guard army. It's led by Lord Felthius, who evidently survived the assassination attempt a couple of issues ago. And we've got the Foul Blight spawn as well, the Tainted Cohort, 2 units of 3 Plague Marines, so our second champion is back, And finally, 12 Poxwalkers bringing up the rear. And my Death Guard gets deployed first, and I've done so here. We've got Poxwalkers screening the Foul Blight spawn there, and then one unit 3 Plague Marines here, the other one here. And then we've got Lord Felthius and the Tainted Cohort in the Teleportarium ready to arrive later in the game. And this is the Space Marine deployment.
Yeah, so I've deployed... So the danger zone for the Foul Blight spawn is 20 inches, which is just up to the head of this eagle here. So we're deploying just outside that zone. So basically deployed all the intercessors in the front with the Hellblast behind, and then the 2 officers. And I'm going to deploy these 2, the Inceptors, in reserve. I was thinking about deploying them on the board so that they're within the bubble of re-rolling, but they might be more useful outside to try and pick things off. And if all else fails, I can still deploy them in my first turn anyway.
So there's an overview of the board. So we're going to go into Death Guard at turn 1. So the first thing we're going to do is advance with the Poxwalkers to get them out front. All 6, well, that's speedy at least. So after their move, they've actually spread out quite a bit across the middle of the board, using all those inches. Foul Blight Spawn's going to advance as well. He doesn't need to roll very much to keep up with them. 4 is enough. So that just takes him up to there. And my 2 Plague Marine units have also moved up, one down here on the road and one over here. And Lord Felthius and the Tainted Cohort are not going to deploy this movement phase. They're going to stay up in the Teleportarium for the moment. So with that, we're going to be on to the shooting phase. We're going to start with this unit of Plague Marines. They're going to shoot at the Hellblasters. They can see the guy on the end, and he won't have cover from the Blight Launcher, but he will from the other 2 guys. So we'll start with the Blight Launcher. It has 2 shots, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, wounding on 3 rolling 1s. That's a wound, no cover.
5+ armor save. Made it.
Champion is not within rapid fire range, but the bolt gunner is. But we'll do the champion first. He's not going to supercharge his plasma gun. He got a hit on 3, that was, and winning on a 3 as well. Yep, you do have cover from this. So
5+ armor save. Nope. So the intercessor will take. Hellblast will take a wound.
Yeah, so 1 wound on him. Then we've got the bolt gun. It's winning in rapid fire range. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, winning on a 4. No. And the second Plague Marine squad are going to do exactly the same thing, shooting at those Hellblasters. And Blight Launcher shots will have cover, but not the other 2. But we'll start with the Champion's Plasma Gun this time. Definitely not in rapid fire this time, so only 1 shot from the Plasma Gun. It missed. The Bolt Gun as well, 1 shot. That hit on a 6, winning on a 4. That got a wound.
3+ armor save. Nope, so Hellblaster dies. So the wounded man goes down.
And finally the Blight Launcher, 2 shots, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, winning on a 3. That's a wound. You do have cover from this.
4+ armor save. Nope.
D3 damage. 3.
So the other regular Hellblaster goes down. Even just the sergeant.
Yep. But no charges, so that is it. And then more shooting, obviously, so that is it for Death Guard turn 1. On to Space Marines turn 1.
So for my movement, this Intercessor squad has moved up to get some cover here. Hellblaster's moved up, so he's within rapid fire of the Foul Blight spawn potentially. This squad's just going to stay where it is, because they're within rapid fire range of the Poxwalkers. So I've brought on the Inceptors over here. I did think about putting them in the opposite corner where the Death Guard deployed, but here they'll be in the bubble from the 2 officers, and they can do the same thing I was going to do with them anyway. And it also stops the Terminators from deploying in that corner as well, so I have to deploy over here. So that's all of my movement on to the shooting phase. So we'll start with this Intercessor squad. They can all see a Poxwalker, so they'll shoot at the Poxwalkers. Okay, got 6 shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the captain. Re-rolling that 1, that's 5 hits. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the lieutenant. 4 wounds.
Not bad. Disgustingly resilient. Poxwalkers made 1, so 3 go down. I'm going to take these 3 from the back here.
The second squad is also going to fire at the Poxwalkers. 6 shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. 4 hits, wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Rolling the 1. 3 wounds.
Quite good, but still okay. I've made 2 resilient rolls this time, so only 1 more goes down. And I'll take this one, I think.
The Inceptor squad are going to fire at the Plague Marines, so that's 12 shots.
Yes, because they have 2 assault bolters each, which are both assault 3.
12 shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Pretty good.
So that's 11 hits. Wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s, because it's strength 5. 6 wounds, 6 4+ armor saves.
Yep, because they're AP -1. Failed 3, perfectly average, and then disgustingly resilient for the Plague Marines. Ah,
They all die.
so that takes out the whole Plague Marine squad just like that.
So I'll shoot with the captain next. He has a Bolt Storm Gauntlet, which is essentially a bolt pistol with 3 shots, and he's in range of the Poxwalkers, so he will shoot at them. 3 shots hitting on 2s.
Yeah, because he's captain, he knows how to shoot.
Yeah, and re-rolling 1s.
Because himself, yeah, tells himself to shoot better,
Yeah,
which
he
he does.
Wounding on 3s, you're rolling 1s, because strength 4.
Oh, 2 1s, but Calcius tells him how to wound better.
No,
oh,
it doesn't work.
Double 1 to double 1. He's not listening. Disgustingly resilient. Oh, I've made it. So never mind.
And then the Hellblaster will... I mismoved him, you can't actually see any Plague Marines anymore. But he will rapid fire into the Poxwalkers.
Okay.
So 2 shots, hitting on 3s, you're rolling 1s. 1 hit. Wounded on 3, wounded.
Or 2 on Poxwalkers, but yeah, and killed 1. And we'll just take this one on far end.
So I'm going to do something a bit risky. The Inceptors are going to declare a charge on the Poxwalkers. Hopefully, if I can get in, I'll be able to pile in into the Foul Blight Spawn, because flying units can pile in over models.
Yes, they can move over models.
So there is a chance that we can get him into base contact and stop him from firing next turn. It is quite risky, because the Inceptors might get killed.
Yeah.
But it'll be a 9-inch charge, so we might not get it.
Yeah, and no Overwatch, so...
No, we didn't get it.
Didn't get it, so it doesn't
so it's
matter.
irrelevant.
Okay, any more charges?
Yeah, we'll leave it at that, I guess. So, beyond to Death Guard turn 2.
Indeed. That's my movement for units that can actually move normally. We've got the Poxwalkers have moved up, they haven't advanced, so they can declare a charge, and the Foul Blight Spawn likewise just behind them. Not that it matters if he advances, of course, but... and then the Plague Marines have just moved up as well. And then end of my movement phase, we've brought down the Tainted Cohort here. They look like they're a really long way away, but that's thanks to this Sergeant Decius, in fact, who's here, and he's keeping them a long way back. 9 inches from the Inceptors though, so it'd be a 9-inch charge to get to them, and then Lord Felthius over here, 9 inches away from those Intercessors. On to the shooting phase. Starting off with the Foul Blight Spawn, he's going to shoot his 3 damage Fire Hose of Death at the Inceptors over here. So rolling for its strength, 2d6, it's going to be 4.
So wounding on 5s, because they're toughness 5.
Quite important. Number of automatic hits, 1.
Oh, that is important.
Yes, and this one's on 5. I know. So he does nothing at all. So after that, we will do the Terminators, and they're gonna. The Plague Spear is out of range, but the 2 Combi Bolters are going to shoot at the Hellblaster Sergeant. So that's 8 shots, hitting on 3s. Only 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. 3 wounds though. You get a 2+ save because you're behind cover.
3 2+ armor saves, made them all.
That just leaves the Plague Marines, and they're going to shoot at the Inceptors. So we will do the Blight Launcher. It has 2 shots, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 5+.
5+. Yes.
Made that.
Very important.
Champion's Plasma Gun, not supercharging. 2 shots, both missed. And the Bolt Gun, 2 shots. 2 hits. Oh, this always hits. Wounding on 5s. Oh, 2 wounds.
3+. Made both.
Made those. So a completely ineffectual shooting phase. Didn't do a single wound. On to the charge phase. First charge we will declare is the Terminators. They're going to charge the Inceptors.
We have 12 shots, hitting on 6s, and re-rolling 1s, because the Captain's re-roll benefit works even in the shooting phase, unlike ammo boxes.
Yep.
Re-rolling the 2 1s, turns into another hit, so 3 hits. And then we're wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s,
Yep.
because strength 5. Re-rolling the 1, 3 wounds.
Pretty good.
3+ armor
3+
saves.
save. And failed 1. And disgustingly resilient. Nope, so
Terminator takes a wound.
it's going to be on Plague Spitter Man. And then they need to make their charge, they need to roll a 9. Which they haven't. The Poxwalkers are going to declare a charge against the Intercessors.
So they will overwatch. One guy will throw a frag grenade, and the other 2 will fire their bolt rifles. So frag grenade, d6 potential shots. 3. Hitting on 6s, re-rolling 1s.
Oh,
2 hits.
blimey.
Wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling the 1. 2 wounds.
Disgustingly resilient. That's 1 Poxwalker down, and then you do the bolt rifles as well.
Bolt rifles, hitting on 6s.
God.
2 hits. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. 2 wounds.
So 3 Poxwalkers down in Overwatch. So we will take away these 3 over here. And then
And space for Felthius.
roll my charge distance, which is of 8, so at least that's going to get them
Definitely in.
heavier than expected casualties, but they've got themselves to there. They're within an inch of the sergeant through the wall. And then Lord Felthius will declare a charge against the intercessors as well.
Yeah, so no Overwatch because they're engaged.
Yep, so just need a 9. No, that's a 3. Well, no more charges to declare. You're not within range to perform a heroic intervention.
Nope.
So it's just going to be those poxwalkers hitting the intercessors.
Yep.
8 attacks hitting on 5s. 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. 2 wounds.
3 plus armor saves. You might get a Poxwalker back. No.
Nope. And they get to strike back.
They're going to pile in a little bit just to get this man within an inch of the sergeant so he can strike back as well. And they have 7 attacks. Hitting on 3s, you're rolling, not re-rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit re-rolling 1s because of the captain, because it's in every phase. Ooh, not that good. Yeah, only 4 hits. Wounding on 3s, you're rolling 1s because of Calcius. 4 wounds.
They're all dead.
So that is actually another victory point for the Space Marines.
Yeah, that's 2 units down now. So 2-0 to the Space Marines at the end of Death Guard turn 2. That's the state of play as we go into Space Marines turn 2.
So, not too much movement. This intercessor just moved around a bit so you can see the Plague Marines. Captain has moved up, so in case he charges I can heroically intervene, and Calcius has come with him. They're staying where they are. Actually the Hellblaster Sergeant will move up a smidge. The Inceptors have moved closer to the Captain just to stay within the bubble. So that's it. On to the shooting phase. So we'll start with the Intercessors. These 2 on the end will fire their bolt rifles at the Plague Marines, and the Sarge will throw a crack grenade at the Foul Blight Spawn because he is the closest enemy unit. Crack grenade hitting on a 3, rolling 1s. It hit. Wounded on 3, rerolling 1s. It wounded.
4 plus save. Yes.
And the bolt rifles at the Plague Marines. Drop that. Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. 3 hits. Wounding on 5s, rolling 1s. No wounds. Do the Hellblaster Sergeant. He will fire. He will overcharge into the Foul Blight Spawn. Now he'll overcharge at the Terminators. 2 shots. Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. Please don't blow up. Don't blow up. Yes.
He didn't blow up.
Wounding on 3s, you're rolling 1s. 2 wounds, so that's 2 4 plus armor save, invulnerable saves.
Yes. Made 1, failed 1, so 2 damage, but disgustingly resilient. Ignored 1, but that's not enough to save the guy who's on 1 wound.
Yeah.
So Plague Spewer goes down.
So we'll do the Captain next. Lord Felthius is the closest target that he can see. Can't see the Foul Blight Spawn.
No.
So he'll shoot his Bolt Storm Gauntlet at Felthius. So 3 shots hitting on 2s, you're rolling 1s. Can you... Nope. Wounding on 5s, you're rolling 1s. Nope. Calcius will go next. He'll fire his Bolt Pistol at the Foul Blight Spawn.
Yeah.
Rerolling 1s. You hit. Wounding on 5s, you're rolling 1s. Nope. The Intercessor Squad will put all of their shots into him.
The Foul Blight Spawn?
Yeah, Foul Blight Spawn because he's the closest. 6 shots hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. 4 hits. Wounding on 5s, rolling 1s. 2 wounds.
4 plus save. Oh, takes 2 wounds. Disgustingly resilient. Nope, so he takes...
Down to 2. And I think we should just try and get rid of him so the Inceptors are going to put all their fire into him as well.
Okie doke.
So they have 12 shots, hitting on 3s, you're rolling 1s. 10 hits, wounding on 4s, you're rolling 1s. Ooh,
pretty good.
That's 7 wounds, 7 4 plus armor saves.
He's failed 3, so he needs to make 2 of his disgustingly resilient rolls to live, which he has not.
So the Foul Blight Spawn goes down.
Yep. Gun down in a hail of fire.
Another victory point for the Space Marines.
Yes, it's 3-0.
And I'm not going to declare any charges because I think everyone's pretty far away.
Yeah, so that's it for Space Marines turn 2. On to Death Guard turn 3. My movement plan is very straightforward, everybody. Moved up forwards, straight to shooting. Plague Marines, will start with them. They're going to shoot everything at the Inceptors, I think. We will start with the Champion's Plasma Guy, and we are going to supercharge now that we're next to the ammo box. So 2 shots hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. 1 hit, wounding on a 3. No, light launcher. 1 hit, those 2s again. Wounding on a... Rerolling that. No, still a 1. And bolt gun. Well, of course that hit.
Yeah.
Wounds on 5s. No. They were completely ineffectual. Terminators will shoot everything at the Hellblaster Sergeant again.
Okay.
8 shots hitting on 3s. Fortunately, close to the ammo box, so I can roll these 3 ones. Didn't plan it that way. Oh, still no much help. Only 4 hits again. Wounding on 4s. 3 wounds. 2 plus save.
2 plus armor saves. Made all of them.
Save again. So once again, shooting good, nothing. Charge phase. We'll do Lord Felthius into the intercessors.
We are within grenade range, so one will throw a crack grenade. A crack grenade hitting on the 6, rerolling 1s. Nope. Bolt rifles. 2 hits.
2 hits again. Wow, these guys are on it
If only
today.
I was Tau, that would have been 4 hits. Wounding on 5, rerolling 1s. Rerolling the 1. Rerolling the 1. It isn't a wound.
No, his charge distance, all 5.
I think that's
Just enough. So he comes in like that. We're going to do the Terminators next. They're going to charge the Inceptors.
okay. 12 shots, hitting on 6s, rerolling 1s. So 2 hits so far. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s. Rolling the 1. 2 wounds.
3 plus armor save. Failed
Oh,
both.
no.
Disgustingly resilient. Failed both.
So a Terminator goes down.
And it'll have to be the Sword Man because the Axe Man's the only one who's any good at anything. Let's make the charge slightly longer though. But he's rolled a 8, so he's in.
It's definitely in.
So the lone charge. And then the Plague Marines will charge the Intercessors and the Hellblaster Sergeant.
Okay, the Hellblaster Sergeant will overcharge because it's slightly less risk,
No.
but he didn't hit.
And their charge roll. They complete their charge move like so, getting within an inch of that Intercessor Sergeant. The Captain can intervene, but he can't get into melee combat, so you're not going to...
No, I'm not going to bother moving him.
No. We'll do Lord Felthius first, actually. So he's got 4 attacks. 4 attacks hitting on 2s into the Intercessors.
There's
4 hits and 2 deaths of the False Emperors.
He's really mad.
He is mad. Oh, they're double.
Both missed.
Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Ooh.
All 1s.
Come on.
3 wounds, 6 plus save.
Made 1.
Made 1, that's important. So D3 damage on the first, 2, and the second, only 1. So
An Intercessor goes down, and a regular one takes a wound.
he will actually pile in slightly. Sorry, he'll consolidate slightly, but not as much damage as he could have done. The Plague Marines will go next. They'll pile in like this, and then we're going to put all their attacks on the Hellblaster Sergeant because I want to get rid of him. So we'll start with the Power Fist. 2 attacks hitting on 4s. 1 hit, wounds on a 2. It does.
6 plus armor save. Ooh.
No, D3 damage. It's 3, so.
Sarge goes down. Victory
Yeah.
point for the Death Guard.
Yeah, that's the first unit they destroyed.
And then the 2
They can consolidate if they would like.
knives are wasted.
Yeah, but they're actually not going to. They're going to stay where they are. The Terminator is going to attack the Inceptors. 2 attacks hitting on 3s. 1 hit, wounding on a 4 because it's strength 5 with his axe. Oh, yeah, it did, and that's minus 3 AP because of Aura of Rust.
Oh yeah, because the axe is only minus 2. So
Yeah.
6 plus armor save. Nope. Regular Inceptor will take a wound.
1 wound.
Which is that one.
And that's, so you get to fight back now.
The Intercessors will put all their attacks on the Plague Marines. 5 attacks hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. 4 hits.
Yeah.
Wounding on 5s, rolling 1s, but 2 wounds.
3 plus save. Made both.
And then the Inceptors get to fight the Terminator. They also have 5 attacks.
Yep, Sergeant has 1 more.
Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. Captain shouts fight better, but they don't. And again, wounding on 5s, rolling 1s. 1 wound.
2 plus save. Yes. And that is it at the end of Death Guard turn 3. So on to Space Marines turn 3. With the Space Marines in a 3-1 lead of victory points.
So on my turn, the Captain has gone this way to try and see if we can fight that Terminator. We're going to avoid the epic duel with Felthius, going to try and soften him up a bit. Cassius has gone with him. The 2 Inceptors have just flown, and the 2 Intercessors have just fallen back an inch, so Felthius will have to go through them. And these guys are going to stay where they are. But yeah, it's once again everyone's in the 6-inch bubble of reroll hits and wounds. So I'll start with the Inceptors. They're going to pull their fire into these Plague Marines.
Yeah, and because they have the fly keyword, they can fall back and shoot without penalty.
Yeah.
So even, which then overrides the Ultramarine type's trait that lets them shoot
So
-1, so they've no penalty at all.
They can shoot normally.
Yeah.
And fall back and shoot normally. So we have 12 shots hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the Captain, also the ammo crates. Ooh,
Fair,
no.
a lot of 2s there.
They've been shaken by being in melee. Only 5 hits. Wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s. 3 wounds.
Still not bad. 4+ arm save. Failed 2. Disgustingly resilient. Made 1. So,
Bolt Gunner dies.
Bolt Gunner.
Calcius will throw a crack grenade at the Plague Marines. No, he'll throw a crack grenade at the Terminators. At the Terminator. So hitting on 3, hit. Wounding on a 4, rolling 1s. Hit wounded. Oh yeah, strength 6, but he wounded. 3 plus.
-1 apiece, 3+. Passed.
The Captain will fire his Bolt Storm Gauntlet into the Plague Marines. 3 shots, hitting on 2s. They will hit this time. Wounding on 5s, you're rolling 1s. Rolling the 1. 1 wound.
3+. Nope. Disgustingly resilient. Yep.
Well, this Intercessor Squad will put all of their shots into the Plague Marines. The guy in front will throw a crack grenade. Crack grenade hitting on a 3, rolling 1s, it hit. Wounding on a 3, re-rolling 1s, it wounded.
4+. Yep.
And the bolt rifle shots all hit. Wounding on 5s, rolling 1s. 1 wound.
Made that save as well.
And then the last Intercessor Squad will throw a crack grenade at Felthius and then fire a bolt rifle at him.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both closest to him. So crack grenade hitting on a 4, it hit. Wounding on a 3, rolling 1s, it wounded.
3+ arm save. Made it.
And the bolt rifle gets 1 hit, which doesn't wound. And the charge phase. The Captain will declare a charge on the Terminator.
He's 4 shots from his combi bolter in Overwatch, hitting on 6s. Got 1. Yes, wounding on 5 because of Gravis Armour. Oh, it did wound.
3+ arm save. Made it.
He's fine.
And charge distance is 7. So I'll go onto the other side of him.
Yeah.
And Calcius will also charge the Terminator.
Okay.
He's definitely in, so we'll go to there. So I'll start with the Captain. I'm going to choose the Bolt Storm Gauntlet, which is essentially the same as the Flame Storm Gauntlets that the aggressors have. He also has a Master Crafted Power Sword, which is the same as Calcius' Power Sword, but it does 2 damage, but that will only be wounding on 5s. 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling the 1s, so 3 wounds, wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. You're 1 wound.
Ooh, and a 4+ invulnerable save, because it's -3. I failed that though.
D3 damage, 2.
Disgustingly resilient. No, he goes down, face smashed in. So, fairly successful Space Marines turn 3, I think. Death Guard dwindling to 3 models as we go into Death Guard turn 4. Very simple movement phase again. 2 Plague Marines have moved up a little bit, just an inch away from those guys. And Lord Felthius has moved over here. He's standing on the ammo boxes. I've moved them, so he could just stand there. But
he's not wobbling.
No. And then in the shooting phase, these Plague Marines will shoot these. No, sorry, they won't. They'll shoot the Intercessors over here.
The other
full squad of Intercessors. Champions Plasma Gun, we're going to supercharge because we're near the ammo crate. Hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. Oh, that's a 1 though, so 6+.
6+. Yes.
Ah. And the Blight Launcher. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. Oh, double 2. Right, Felthius doesn't have any shooting, so he will charge the Inceptors.
Okay, so he's going to face the hail of fire.
Yeah.
12 shots, hitting on 6s, re-rolling 1s.
3
so far. 4 hits. I think that's their best round of. That's ridiculously good. Overwatch has been insane for me this game.
Yep.
So wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s. 3 wounds.
Pretty good again. 3+ armor saves. Oh, he's made all of those at least.
He's got to get
his charge distance. He pays not a double 1. That's not a double 1.
Yeah, he's in.
He gets down. Yeah, I'll come nice and close to your characters. I want to face them. Yeah, face me, Space Marines. Plague Marines will charge these damaged Intercessors over here.
Okay. Yep. So we're just going to go for waves of fire. 4 bolt rifle shots hitting on 6s. There's a hit. Wounding on a 5. Didn't wound.
And their charge distance 4. Just gets them round like that. We'll do the Plague Marines first. The order doesn't really matter here. So we'll start with the knife actually. So see if we can take out that guy on 1 wound.
Try and kill the wounded
1
man.
attack hitting on a 3. Nope. And the Power Fist hitting on 4s. 1 hit, not death to the False Emperor, because -1 to hit.
Yep.
Wounding on a 2. Yes.
6+ armor save. Nope. No. So wounded Intercessor goes down.
Plague Marine will actually pile in around the back of him, like that. Felthius, 4 attacks hitting on 2s. 3 hits, but death to the False Emperor from that 6.
Oh,
misses again.
3s.
Yep, 3s re-rolling 1s. That's 2 wounds.
6+ armor saves. Didn't make either.
So the first attack kills the guy with 1 wound.
Regular Inceptor dies.
And then the second wound attack needs to roll a 2. Yeah, so that takes
Sarge dies as well.
Okay.
Victory point for the Death Guard.
Yes, and we will consolidate a bit, but not enough to get within an inch. Just to... and then Sergeant Decius gets to strike back. His Plague Marine
3 attacks, hitting on 3s. They all hit. Wounding on 5s.
They all wound. Blimey, he's annoyed. Armour saves. Failed 1.
Oh.
Disgustingly resilient. Nope. So the Blight Launcher gets punched in the face by Angry Sarge. And with that, we'll be on to Space Marines turn 4. Okay.
So Sergeant Decius has fallen back out of combat to get within 2 inches of that ammo box, and the Cassius and the captain have moved round a bit. Cassius is within 6 inches of the sergeant, so he gets his reroll wounds. Then it's on to the shooting phase. So start with the sergeant. He'll throw a crack grenade at the Plague Marine. So it's hitting on a 4 because he fell back, but re-rolling 1s because ammo boxes. Try and get that in the box. No, you missed. And then the other squad of intercessors, I believe they're equidistant.
Yeah, they're the same distance from both.
So one will throw a crack grenade at Felthius and the other 2 will fire their bolt rifles. So crack grenade, hitting on a 3, re-rolling 1s. Try and get that in the box again. It hits. Wounding on a 3, re-rolling 1s. It wounded.
3 plus save. Felthius, yeah, he's made it.
And the 2 bolt rifles. 3 hits. Wounding on 5s, re-rolling 1s. Rolling to 1. 1 wound.
3 plus save again. Nope. Disgustingly resilient. Yes.
Cassius will throw a crack grenade at Felthius.
Okay.
He hit. Wounded on 3, rolling 1s. Rolling the 1. Wounded.
3 plus. Nope.
Oh, that's big. Come on, get a 6. Yes.
Yeah, D3 damage, so 3 disgustingly resilient. No.
Ooh. Felthius takes 3 wounds, down to 3.
Yeah.
And Captain will fire his Bolt Storm Gauntlet at Felthius. 3 shots, hitting on 2s. Sorry. Oh, get all those 5s again. Winning on 5s, you're rolling 1s. 1 wound. Chip, chip, chip.
2 plus.
Chip, chip, chip.
Yes, just about.
Captain will declare a charge on Felthius.
Okay, well, he's in, but...
He's in. And as will Cassius. So we'll start with the Captain, because he's the important one.
Yep.
5 attacks, hitting on 3s, using the Bolt Storm Gauntlet again.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. 4 hits. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. 2 wounds.
4 plus invulnerable save. Oh, pass both.
And Cassius has 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Come on. Right, 3 hits. Wounding on 5s, re-rolling 1s. Ooh. 1 wound.
1 wound. 4 plus armor save. 4 plus invulnerable again. No, that did... Well, disgustingly resilient. No.
Cassius, Felthius goes down to 2.
But he gets hit back. He'll put all his attacks on the captain, obviously, because he 3 victory points. He's 4 attacks hitting on 2s. They've all hit.
No
Death Guard Emperor though. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. That's 4 wounds.
4 plus invulnerable save. Gonna have to make a couple of these. Made 2 of them.
He's got 6 wounds, so 2d3 damage. 4. So he's also down to 2.
On to Death Guard turn 5.
Yes, so the last Death Guard turn of the game, and current score is 4 victory points to the Space Marines and 2 to the Death Guard. So, but if I can kill this captain, then that will be a big boon to me. So Felthius is going to stay in combat, but at the start of my turn, his Aura of Mortal Wounds triggers. So both the captain and Cassius will take wounds on a 4+. The captain does,
So he's down to 1.
and Cassius doesn't. And then my Plague Marine champion, he will move to get within 2 inches of the ammo box. He's in. He'll shoot his plasma gun supercharged at Sergeant. Oh no, he won't. He'll shoot his plasma gun supercharged at the other intercessors over here.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. 2 hits, wounding on 2s. Yeah, they do.
6 plus armor saves. Nope.
No.
2 go down. So the 2 randoms.
And then in the charge phase, he will charge Sergeant Decius.
So Decius will overwatch with his bolt rifle. He got a hit.
Re-rolling 1.
He's not within range of the captain.
No, so not re-rolling that
Wounding
one.
on a 5, re-rolling 1s, and he is within range of Cassius.
Yeah.
Doesn't wound.
Charge distance, yeah, it's enough. Champion comes in like that, and he gets to strike first. He's got 2 attacks hitting on 4s. 1 hit, wounding on 2. No, that's actually very important because that isn't a victory point for doing that. So, and then it's my turn to pick. So we'll do Felthius. he's going to divide his attacks. He's going to put 2 on Calcius and 2 on the captain, taking a big risk, but at this point, only one has to get through to the captain, so we're going to do it. So the 2 attacks on the captain hitting on 2s. Oh, we got Death of the False Emperor though, that's what I needed. Gets 3 hits on the captain, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Oh, that's 2. That's
2 wounds, 4+ invulnerable save.
No.
Captain goes down.
Yeah.
3 victory points for the Death Guard.
Yeah, and then the 2 attacks on Calcius. 2 hits, and Death of the False Emperor, so 3 hits on Calcius as well. And only 1 wound, but rerolling 1s. 2 wounds on Calcius.
6+ armor saves. Made 1.
Okay, well I can't kill Calcius then. And it's only 1 damage anyway.
So he goes down to 4.
Yeah.
So my units get to fight back. Start with Sergeant. 3 attacks hitting on 3s. 3 hits, wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s. 1 wound.
Yeah, he's alright.
And Calcius, 4 attacks hitting on 2s. 3 hits, wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s. 2 wounds.
Oh, 4+ up, invulnerable. Oh, failed both. So 2 damage. Disgustingly resilient.
Oh, he always makes them.
Oh, just when it mattered, he pulls them out the bag. But that is the end of Death Guard turn 5, final Death Guard turn. And it's currently 5 victory points to 4 to the Death Guard, thanks to killing the captain, but the Space Marines have a turn to do something about it.
So we fell back. We're not going to try and kill Felthius. We're just going to try and kill this Plague Marine and force a draw. So, we'll start with this Sergeant who fell back. He will throw a crack grenade, hitting on 4, rerolling 1s. You hit, wounding on 3, rerolling 1s.
Nope.
Calcius will throw a crack grenade, missed. And he will also throw a crack grenade. Missed.
Oh, he missed as well.
So this Sergeant, as the only one who didn't fall back, will declare a charge. Going to try and force a draw.
Okay, we'll shoot the plasma gun, we won't supercharge it. Hitting on 6s? No.
Charge distance.
Yeah, he's in.
3 attacks, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 5s, rolling 1s. Or 2 wounds.
Armor saves. Fail 1. Disgusting resilient.
It's a draw.
It's a draw. So, Sergeant number 2 pulls out all the stops in the very last play of the game. So that is a draw, 5 victory points all, after a very hard-fought and bloody battle. So, yeah, we're going to recap that all for you now. So that was the game from issue 29. A game of 2 halves, I think.
There's the first half where I shot at you a lot, and the second half when you finally got into melee and murdered all my guys.
Pretty much, yeah. Your shooting...
It was very good.
It was very good, actually.
Overwatch especially was really
Your
good.
Overwatch was good, consistently. But it did definitely demonstrate the power of having a kind of Space Marine castle with rerolling 1s to hit and wound. Captain and Lieutenant combo is quite good. Classic Space Marine tactic.
Form a big blob.
Form a blob. I was going to say it almost paid off. I suppose it did pay off because you didn't lose.
It worked really well. It was a draw that came right down to the final dice rolls.
It was those rerolls of 1 that really, I think...
Yeah, there's a lot of 1s turning into wounds and hits.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really the sort of the main benefit. So as you saw at the end, the captain is a powerful melee unit, but he just isn't as tough as the Lord of Contagion, unfortunately.
No, it's true, actually. But
he does have a lot more utility than the Lord of Contagion.
Yeah, having your whole army within those auras for the whole game meant that you just got more hits and more wounds.
It really helped. The Inceptors as well actually did really well. And I know I've thrown shade, as they say, over the single Inceptor. Apparently having the Sergeant really whipped him into shape, and they did really well.
Yeah, they put out a lot of fire, and that -1 armour save with that volume of fire, I mean, yeah, you just took
and they
out
wiped out a squad of Plague Marines and when on their turn they appeared.
Yeah.
And I think failing that charge that I made for them probably worked out well for me because it sort of closed off that corner of the board for your Terminators.
Yeah, my Terminators took a while to get into it. In fact, my Terminators, 1.5 died to Overwatch, actually. So the Terminators had actually, I think, no impact on the game. They did no damage in shooting. The Axeman charged in and failed to do anything, and then got smashed in the face by the captain. So they were pretty useless. My Plague Marines took out a couple of... Sorry, apart from Champion Repugnus right at the end, who finally figured out how to use his plasma gun properly. I don't think he figured out how to switch his power fist on properly, having said that either. Yeah, Plague Marines were a bit lacklustre. Their shooting was fairly ineffectual.
Well, I did make some armour saves against the Blight Launcher, which probably helped a lot.
You did, yeah. Foul Blightspawn also did absolutely nothing. He shot once.
And failed to wound, I believe, against the Inceptors.
And then in his next turn, he was just shot off the board, wasn't he?
We shot him to bits.
You killed a load of Poxwalkers on Overwatch as well, so only 4 of them made it in, and then they got bludgeoned to death. So I'd like to say, actually, all of my units were pretty much useless except Lord Felthius. I took a risk in that combat by dividing my attacks, and I got away with it because I managed to get Death of the False Emperor twice.
And that could have gone wrong.
Got 6. Essentially, I got 6 attacks out of 4, and they all hit.
And the captain does have a 4+ invulnerable save, but it's not really something you want to rely on too much. I mean, I know it works well for Felthius and the Terminators, but they also have a 5+ disgustingly resilient to back it up. Anyway, they didn't roll too well. I think he only got something like 1 wound against the Terminator and only 2 against Felthius, so you could do better. It did do enough wounds to actually kill Felthius, but you made your disgustingly resilient, didn't you? Yeah, actually, Caustius got him down. He would have killed him, and I rolled a double 6 for my resilient. Lord Felthius basically had all my good melee rolls and all my disgustingly resilient rolls all packaged up inside him. He almost managed to carry the day. It was only... But although I think if you'd made your charges on the turn you brought in the Terminators, it would have gone a lot differently. Or at least Felthius. Yeah, as it was, I ended up with 4 Poxwalkers in melee, and actually, without backup, that's not where you want to be. I don't think the Hellblaster Sergeant actually did anything, but I was surprised he didn't pile into him. I didn't want to give you an extra 3 attacks. As it turned out, it made no difference. Well, it didn't make a difference. But if they'd survived, he would have had to fall back and he would have made his shooting less reliable. I wouldn't have been able to overcharge because then you would have been blowing up on 2s. No, that's true. And actually, he killed Terminator in doing so, so it would have, in hindsight. But at the time, I just didn't. I already had 7 attacks coming at me. I didn't want to make it 10 with only 4 Poxwalkers. That's why I didn't do it. I think, I was surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot harder for me to survive. I assumed your shooting, once again, a bit like the previous mission, your shooting wasn't that effective. And I guess cover does actually make quite a big difference. I don't know, Space Marine Sergeants. I suppose it's useful to have another body in the Inceptors and the Hellblasters. Yeah, I mean, it's an extra gun. The Hellblasters, having the extra 2 shots does help. It's like a 50% increase in their firepower. Yeah. A 75% increase in their melee power. We know how deadly they are in melee, so they got 7 attacks now. Yeah, it's true. The extra body is nice. It's another 2 wounds as well to the unit. Anyway, I think that is it for this episode of Warhammer 40,000 Conquest. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and leave any comments you might have about what you might have done differently, or if you've been playing through these missions yourself, let us know how you did, and subscribe for more. We've been the Tabletop Donkeys, and we'll see you next time. Yep, see you next time.